Verbal or life.
What is Trump up to? Let's take a look at America's Newsroom. Get more information on this. All right, let's take a look. Remember to hit the like button before you go anywhere.
So let's bring in Carl Rowe, talk about this. Carl, good morning to you. I don't know if it felt like malaise to you, but I mean, maybe a little bit in there. Here are the final numbers now. Our poll, Fox, favorable, 40%. CNN, same day, different poll, favorable, 33%. What's your take? Now, Carl.
Well, I thought it was a dreadful farewell address from the president. If these things were all so important, if we really are facing a problem of the rich are not paying enough and have too much power, what did you do about it during the last 4 years? All these things that he forecasted. Well, you think we need to amend the Constitution? Why do you mention it literally in the last week that you're in office? If you're worried about the social media and the impact on our children, why didn't you make that a priority when you came into office rather than, again, mentioning it as you go out? I was particularly taken aback by the demagoguery that he had about the rich not paying their fair share. Think about this. 1%, the top 1% of earners in America pay 40% of the income tax revenue that we have. The top 5% pay 61%. The top 10% pay 72% of all the money that we get from the income tax. The bottom 50%, that is to say half of the people in America who are working and paying income tax, pay 3%. And the bottom 75% pay
Seeking to cajole individual agencies to try to get employees to return to the work site has not succeeded. How you lived and worked in Washington? How's that going to go over?
Well, let me tell you this. When we took the majority in the House 2 years ago, this is one of the bills we passed out of the House that Schumer actually killed in the Senate, and the president fought hard. Even in the last days before he left office, he wanted to cut a deal with the union long term so people would not have to return. This is what makes people so upset about government. Government should work for them. And you know what? COVID was over. So when we ended COVID, people should be back. It's providing service to the constituents. Nobody's there. And why are we spending money if half of the workforce, federal workforce, is not back at work? Do you need that larger workforce? Or do you need that asset of those buildings? Those were the assets you could actually sell, pay down the debt, and another place that America could become stronger and more efficient and more accountable.
Let's talk about your home state of California. And President Trump will be traveling there tomorrow. He'll be doing some touring of the damage from the wildfires. Here's what he said to Sean Hannity last night.
Remember when I took criticism because I said you have to manage your fires? Look at what happened. Los Angeles, that's like a nuclear weapon went off, what's happened to Los Angeles. And, you know, that thing went for 4 or 5 days. Nobody was even fighting it because they didn't have any water. Their fire departments aren't funded properly.
And we see there was a photo of you touring in 2018 when President Trump went and met with Gavin Newsom. It's a different feeling right now in terms of what state and local officials did not do to protect those homes in California.
Well, it's very frustrating because when I went with President Trump, we went out to the Paradise Fire where 85 Californians died. Then we flew down and went to the Malibu Fire. And I sat there and listened to President Trump tell Gavin Newsom, who's been in office for more than 12 years, you've got to take out this brush because a fire will burn, but not if it doesn't have fuel. And then when you talk about water, the President Trump had actually worked because in Northern California is where our water, where our snowpack is, it gets sent down south. He continues to send it out to the ocean. But what's even worse than the derelict duty here is in LA County, they did not have a backup generator. But if you just go over to Hermosa Beach that has a water system by a private water company, they have a backup generator. So it wouldn't go out. It would be prepared. It's all these mishaps. Then the insurance, many people have lost their insurance down there before this fire took place. There's this.
All right. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to give it the thumbs up. And Trump is doing a lot, you know. Comment down below. Do you agree with what Trump is doing and what he's telling the LA County about what they need to do, what they need to fix to get things going? But hey, my name is Noel here at Verbal on Life, trying to create video that you can enjoy and learn something from me. That was Fox News, America's Newsroom. Hopefully you enjoyed. What I'm going to try to do is put up videos later on. My goal is to do at least 3, but I'm battling MS. So the fact that I can still walk, talk, and move my fingers, to me, means a lot. And your support by giving this video a thumbs up means a lot to me. So if you understand what I'm talking about, hey, do what you got to do. My man Trump is breaking barriers and goals. Amazing. Let me get out of here. Peace.